Hello, and welcome to Blue Water Beat. Our reporters have been scouring the area to find our top stories. Let's get started with Dylan Lang and Mrs. Bixler as they tell us about a new social media application being used by the Marysville schools.
The Marysville School District has recently made a social networking tool called Celly. We asked Superintendent Kane's secretary, Ms. Bixler, about it. What is Celly and why did the district decide to make it?
Well, Celly is a free social media network that we brought into the district to help parents, students, employees, and the community get timely district alerts and messages to their cell phones or any web browser. It's a free service and no information is ever shared amongst users. So it's a very secure and site that we've found that's free. And the district decided to bring this on board to add another communication piece as far as notifying parents and students and anyone that's interested on any alerts or messages or any emergencies that may come up. They will get them in a fast and timely fashion, and it's been very well received.
How can you sign up for Celly?
Celly is, well, there's several ways to do it. There are, on the district website, there is instructions to sign up for Celly. You can go to the district website and it'll walk you through step by step. It's basically, you pick if you want to have it on your cell phone, or you can pick to view the Celly messages on your browser. So you can either go to the district website and follow the instructions there, or you could always call me.
How has the response been?
We've had a great response. At this moment, I believe we have about 1,100 people that have signed up for Celly, and that ranges anywhere from students to parents to employees. We've had a great response, and everyone has been happy, and I have not received a single complaint about anybody having difficulty signing up or anybody receiving, any false messages or anything. I've had no problems whatsoever.
Has Celly been effective so far?
Very effective. In fact, I think I hear more chatter about people receiving their Celly messages as opposed to any other media that we use as far as getting out messages from the district. We put messages out on the TV, on the radio station, on our Facebook page, on Twitter, but the Celly messages are the message system that people seem to be talking the most about.
Yeah, you just wake up, look at your phone.
They wake up and go, yay, we don't have school today. And we've used it a lot lately, as you very well know.
I'm Dylan Lang for M6, your hometown station.
In our second story, we are going to meet the lead of this year's high school musical, Morgan Fleming. Marysville's Performing Arts program is up and running with this year's 2014 all-school musical. We had the opportunity to catch up with Morgan Fleming to talk about the show this year. First, we asked Morgan, what is the musical this year?
Well, this year for the musical, we're performing the Broadway musical Annie. Annie's going through a huge revival now. It just was on Broadway in 2012, so we thought it would be a good idea to bring it to our community.
Following that, we asked how often they practice.
Practices differ between every single part in the musical. Some people have more practices than others depending on who they are, and we also do a lot of practicing at home once we learn the songs and memorizing our lines. But someone is here every single night during the week for practice.
People were wondering, when are the show dates for the musical?
Opening night of the musical is March 27th, which is a Thursday night starting at 7 p.m. We have performances every night that whole weekend, and then on Sunday our performance is at 2 p.m.
As a performer, how are you expecting this year's performances to be?
I'm expecting our performances this year to be actually really good. We have a lot of great talent in the musical this year, a lot of people who have great voices, and a lot of awesome people in it. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to be an awesome performance.
The musical looks like it's going to be a great success. Be sure to show your support for our performance arts students by attending this iconic show. For M6 Television, I'm Michaela Tokarski. Now to Kelsey Husson as she tells us about the school store.
Marysville High School students have a small school store built in the high school for Viking apparel and snacks. Mrs. Taylor, the teacher of the special education students, gives us information about the school store and how long it's been in operation.
Well, I got here in 1997, and the store was running then. I think it was Mr. Kirk Smith that was in charge of it then. Not sure how long it had been in service before then, but I took over in 2000.
Wow, that's quite a long time. We were also curious about the students that have the special opportunity to run the store.
Well, it started out with any special ed student, and it is still any special ed student. But we kind of combine general ed students, some general ed students that might have, a break in their schedule that can take it, take the class, and I have my students who are cognitively impaired that run the cafe and the school store.
What a good opportunity for these students. We also asked Mrs. Taylor what skills she wanted the students to gain the most from this opportunity.
I hope that they gain the biggest thing, social skills. Most of my students are autistic, and autistic children and adults have very poor social skills, very poor social and emotional skills. So anytime you can get them out into the public, this is a really, really difficult setting for them to be in, to have to deal with people that come in here and ask them questions. Eye contact is very hard for them to do. So this is way out of their comfort zone. So they're doing an awesome job just being here, even though sometimes they'll say they feel uncomfortable. So that's, I think, is my biggest goal, is that socially they can gain that perspective on life and be out in the real world and socially be accepted. Then, not counting that's not even counting the actual vocational skills of running the cash register, making change, stocking, cleaning, everything, doing garbage, washing the floor, everything that's involved in taking care of a store, they take care of it. Popping popcorn in the cafe, making coffee. They get a lot of actual hands-on skills that they can take with them when they leave. I feel good about that.
We encourage all of our viewers to stop by the store for all of their Viking sportswear. I'm Kelsey Husson for M6, your hometown station.
The Michigan Public Service Commission has a wide range of information available on its website to help utility customers make informed decisions. Everything from energy-saving tips and assistance programs to community events in your area. If you have questions about your natural gas, electric, telecommunications, or video cable service, visit michigan.gov/MPSC or call 1-800-292-9555. A public service message from the Michigan Public Service Commission.
Now let's go to Port Huron to talk to Javin Morrison as he learns more about his mother's job.
Last Sunday, we interviewed our good friend Tina Morrison from Radio First. We first asked her what station she works at and what do you do?
I work at WPHM, that's AM 1380. I'm in the newsroom, radio journalist. I work on the newsletter, the WHLS Blue Water News, the free newsletters that you can get around at business. Basically that editing and doing the website, Facebook for the radio station, those updates on news stories, as well as filling in for whatever journalists are not here or during board op if Paul Miller has a remote.
Next, we asked her what was her favorite part about working at Radio First.
My favorite part about working here is probably, well, first of all, the opportunity to be on a microphone and do the news and be involved in community events and share the updates with the local community, as well as being involved in activities that are going on around our local area. The ability to learn new things like how to do commercials and production and just in general, I pretty much like everything about the job.
Our next question was, what stations are running in Radio First?
The stations that are here in Radio First in this building are AM 1380, that's WPHM, that's the news radio. There's WHLS, the cruise, which is AM 1450, and there's also the sister station in Marine City for that, which is WHLX. And the country music station is 107.1 FM, that's Q Country, WSAQ. And WBTI, which is 96.9 FM, or Top 40 Music.
We finally asked, what made you want to work here at Radio First?
Probably, even as a kid, when I had a cassette recorder, I would make commercials and play around, and I I found it to be fun to pretend that I was making commercials or an announcer. And I would drive by the building here at Radio First and think, why can't I work there? But I had an opportunity to go to school and pick what I wanted to be when I grow up, and I took advantage of the program there for broadcast communications and an internship that began from that class, and that program is what landed me here as an intern, and I just got hired after my internship semester. Basically because I'm interested in news and entertainment and communications overall. I like that. I like that offers those things as well as being involved in the community. It's my local area, and I guess that's about it.
We thank Mrs. Morrison for talking to us on M6, your hometown station.
It's been a pretty cold winter, and everybody's curious to see when the next snow day is. Sydney Folks learns what students do when there are snow days.
It's been a very cold and snowy winter thus far. As a result, Marysville Public Schools have had to cancel classes on several occasions. We asked some of our high school students how they find out if a snow day has been called.
I find out if I go on Facebook in the morning normally.
I like to use my Celly text messaging that I get through my phone.
We also asked students what they typically do on a snow day.
You know, we don't really get hockey off, so we still have to go to practice, and I just sit there and wait for practice to roll around, eat a lot of food.
Go back to bed, catch up on sleep.
Normally our coach will just move our basketball practice up to an earlier time and then just go home and chill the rest of the day.
And lastly, we asked if they do any outdoor activities on a snow day.
Absolutely not. I get out of my car and I go to hockey practice, and that's about it.
Well, of course. I mean, you never want to make a bad use of snow. It's always good to go outside and even just have a little snowball fight or anything with your friends. Just get outside, get some fresh air.
This has been Sydney Falks from M6, your hometown station, and I hope everyone has a safe snow days from the time to come.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We believe strongly in supporting the children of America. Our youth programs include American Legion Baseball, Junior Shooting Sports, Boys and Girls State, the Oratorical Scholarship Program, Support for Scouting, and many others. We support and promote citizenship and integrity in America's future leaders. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
Is that thing getting closer? Look how high that thing's going. Look out there, look at the debris.
Give me the camera.
No, just drive, I've got it.
Zoom in, zoom in.
I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, the size of that thing.
It's everywhere.
Are you getting this?
Yeah, I've got it. What was that?
It's the National Guard.
How'd they get here so fast?
I don't know.
Pull over. Pull over.
Do you have what it takes to head into the heart of the storm? Check out NationalGuard.com.
The economy has been a hot issue lately, so Ryan Bennett talked with O'Connor Realty's Robert Walker to discuss the housing market's growth in this rough economy.
O'Connor Realty is known to be a great local business for the housing market in the Blue Water area. We talked with Mr. Robert Walker from O'Connor Realty to get some information on how houses are selling in this economy.
The market has rebounded significantly over the last 24 months, due in part by the economy. A lot more jobs in the local area, and also our automotive industries rebounded quite a bit, which has helped.
According to Mr. Walker, the economy has had an impact on sales of local homes.
Marysville we didn't really get hit as hard as some of the other areas, but we've done real well in the last 24 months coming back. So we're probably up right around 18 to 20% over the last 24 months.
Here's what Mr. Walker had to say about the competition of realty business within St. Clair County.
There's Joanne Wine Associates, which is at the north end of Port Huron in the Fort Gratiot area, and also Simon Monahan Realty would also be another competitor of ours who's in the St. Clair area, and they reach into a lot of good portions of St. Clair County just as we do. Those are probably our two strongest competitors.
He also shared with us why citizens should buy through O'Connor Realty.
Well, we've been in business since the mid-'70s, well established, very good reputation for taking care of our clients, and that's our ultimate goal, is to do that. And that's pretty much been well known for the last, since the mid-70s, so that'd be a good reason to buy from us. We also have a variety of homes to choose from and a wide range of price ranges also, which is, in part is a good reason to live in the Marysville area also.
Sounds like Marysville's O'Connor Realty has a good handle on the housing market. We appreciate Mr. Walker's time, and for M6, your hometown station, I'm Ryan Bennett.
Now for a more charitable item. Off to Jennifer Rose to talk to Miss Potts about the Pink Out game this year.
It's that time of the year again for the Coaches vs. Cancer 2014 Pink Out game. We talked to Miss Erin Potts, the coordinator for the Pink Out game, and asked her to explain how the Pink Out game works and when is it.
The Pink Out game is Marysville High School's participation in a program called Coaches vs. Cancer, which is a national organization. A lot of college coaches participate in this, and it's a way for us to raise money for the American Cancer Society.
We also asked her who plays at the Pink Out game.
The Pink Out game will always feature Marysville High School and a local rival. In this case, our league rival, Lakeshore, will participate for the second year in a row.
Ms. Potts tells us about the t-shirt sale and how much the t-shirts cost.
T-shirts are for sale currently in the main office until Friday, February 7th. The t-shirts cost $10 and all proceeds will go directly to the American Cancer Society.
Finally, we asked her where all the money goes from the Pink Out game.
All the proceeds from the Pink Out game, either from donation forms, t-shirt sales, or business sponsorships, will all go to the American Cancer Society and our local Relay for Life grand total.
Sounds like it would be a great evening. Please come out on February 21st to support the girls and boys basketball team. I'm Jennifer Rose for M6, your hometown station.
No problem. Are you okay? Look, Mom, no skis. No fish.
Falls on TV can be entertaining. Falling at home can be devastating. Each year, 1 in 3 Americans over 65 falls in their own home, breaking bones and shattering lives. For older people, any broken bone can be serious. A broken hip, potentially lethal. To make your home as fall-safe and bone-friendly as it can be, visit orthoinfo.org/falls. A public service message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, where staying on your feet is doctor's orders.
Last but not least, the Marysville girls varsity basketball team is really heating up. Luckily, Ashley Hall got a second to talk to Kelsey Husson about how great the team is doing this season.
Marysville's girls varsity basketball team is really heating up this season. Luckily, we got a few seconds to talk to Kelsey Husson, one of the team's captains, about how great the team is doing this year. What is the difference between this year and last year's season?
I would say the biggest difference between this season and last year are last year we had a lot of older, more experienced players. This year we have a lot of younger and less experienced players, but they've really stepped up and learned the plays and everything really well.
Who are the captains and what do they bring to the table for the team?
Myself and Madison Velko, we just like to make sure the team is all staying positive and doing the best they can and hustling, and if you're talking to someone, it's in a positive manner.
What makes the team successful in league play?
What makes us most successful is a lot of us have grown up together playing the sport. We all know how each other plays. We all know what someone's going to do, whether it's cutting to the basket. We know they're going to be there, so it really helps us in the games and practices. We all hustle, and it helps us get ready for the games.
What are your team's major goals, and have you already reached them?
Our team's major goals for this season are to, for one, win league championship. We haven't done that yet, but we're going undefeated right now, and we would like to finish the entire league undefeated, but so far we're in a very good position to win the league championships. We are first in our league, and our second major goal is to win districts. We heard it's going to be harder this year than it has in the past, but we're ready. We're practicing every day for it, and we're pretty confident. So,
we wish the Marysville girls varsity basketball team great luck this season. I'm Ashley Hall from M6.